Hello, my name is Joyce, and my husband Ed is the user of the Bearpac Medical Passio catheter system, and we're delighted to share with you our journey. He was short of breath last September of 2024 when he was doing yard work. He had a CT scan a couple weeks after that, and they called him right back to the hospital urgently that afternoon to drain 2 liters of fluid from his chest. He had surgery on September 20th of 2024 in order to scope his chest, take some biopsies, and insert a chest tube. He was in the hospital overnight, came home the next day, and visiting nurse service was started the following Monday. The nurse came 3 times a week, and the first 3 times she came, she used the Bearpac system to drain Ed's chest. It was very impressive from the first time I saw it. All the materials and supplies that you need are included in a plastic bag, and that is about the size of a hardcover novel, but thinner, much lighter, and flexible. I watched the nurse 3 times, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, when she was performing the drain. And then the 4th time, I performed the drain, and she watched me to supervise. From then on, Ed and I have worked together to do the drain over 115 times in the process of a year, more than a year. The speed is important because it allows us to have consistent therapy over time, but it's also helpful when we have found that during treatment for Ed's condition, the fluid has changed. So we can change the speed based on that change after treatment. Ed has felt no pain during this process, and I didn't have any idea that a person would feel pain. Had no idea that it could be painful. And we've been able to travel to our vacation home in Vermont several times. We have been to visit family in Michigan for a week, flying both ways. And we have been in Florida for over 3 weeks at various hotels and resorts. We just take the materials that we need in our luggage and use the process right there in our room. We don't have to wait on the availability of clinic personnel or medical personnel to help us. The Bearpac personnel have been unbelievably supportive. A real person answers the phone. Supplies are delivered within a 2-day time frame. And Bearpac personnel have even contacted our oncology doctors and other team members of the oncology team in order to share information about the Bearpac system for those who might be less familiar with Bearpac and more familiar with a traditional Pleurex vacuum system. I just appreciate Bearpac so much for this constant availability for communication and contact and help. In our more than 1-year journey with this process, we are still doing well, still able to move about freely, and we couldn't be happier that Bearpac found us.